Hi everyone, this is Selvi. Today's interview question is: can we merge definition of ready and definition of done checklist by adding few columns like status and what is applicable for DOR and what is applicable for DoD? Basically, whether we can combine these two checklists. Answer is definitely not. Let's try to understand when we generally combine certain things, when we have certain things in common. Like for example, we have 10 pointers in one particular topic A and 10 pointers in another particular topic B, and out of that almost 5 to 6 points are very much common, or even 8 points are common in both, and only 1 or 2 points actually differ from each other. In those cases it is really a valuable thing to combine these two checklists and make it as one single checklist and made a separate column saying that what is applicable for DoD and what is applicable for DOR, and for both what is applicable. But here the thing is not that. And in addition to that, definition of ready's purpose is entirely different from definition of done purpose. Not even a single pointer is going to be common in both. That is point number one. And point number two is the value of how we are going to measure whether it is achieved or not is entirely different. Like in our previous episode, we have already seen how to measure DOR in different levels. DoD is not like that. DoD is at single level, we will measure it. But DOR, we measure at different levels, and based on that levels, we take actions. So it is very different, and we need to define the definition of ready checklist itself is into different segments. Okay, what is level 1 means what? DOR value 1 means what all the things should be available. DOR value 2 means what should be available. 3 means what should be available. 4 means what should be available. 5 means what should be available. 5 being the maximum, and which says that DOR is met. So here the pattern of measure is very different. But whereas in DoD, we are not going to measure at different levels, because it is at the sprint level we are going to do it. Because the thing is, when we are meeting all the definition of done checklist, that means we are ready to say that the work item is done, which means we don't have different levels to measure it. We have only one phase where we will be measuring everything, or we will be claiming everything is taken care. So the reason for why we cannot combine is, in a nutshell, few reasons. First one is the purpose of the two checklists are entirely different. The second one, the pointers that we capture in the two checklists are entirely different. Not even a single pointer is going to be a common one. And third one is the value, how we are measuring, what is the level we have achieved with the DOR, what is the level we have achieved with DoD. The measurement is entirely different. DOR takes a level measurement at every stage how we are progressing, because it is a long process from the time we design a story or a work item to the level that we are completely able to refine it and ensure that everything is taken care. That's how we measure it. But in DoD, it is very simple at only one stage, because of that alone we will be able to accept the story, or we can claim it as we are actually able to say it as done. So the measurement values and the value of achievement is going to be entirely different in both the places. So these all are the reasons why we cannot club or merge these two checklists into one single checklist. Thanks everyone for listening. Happy learning and stay tuned.